had to mute myself on the computer before I started hearing things. Today, we are hoping to finish these little guys. We got still the 5 of them. The only thing I've done to them is touch up the paint that's already on there. Gotten the plastic gray out where I could. Painted over black that I got on blue. Painted over blue that I got on black. And unless it's going to be painted in by something else, like the head on the sergeant here. And so today we're going to do the gold trim with Balthasar gold, and then the Wraithbone white on this guy's head. I'm going to try to make it into a more flesh-colored thing. But we'll see. I don't think I have the right... No. I was going to try the gold, but it's too brown and gold for that. And then it's also going to go on the seals, as well as the Nagaroth Knight on the wax part of the seals. So we're going to get started on the gold. And that's going to go on the trim of the shoulders, the crest on the chest, and the barrel of the flamer. Sounded like there was a knocking at the door. Let me just check something, make sure nobody tripped the security camera. Nope, we're good. Alright, so we're going to start with this guy. I'm opening these paints for the first time, so it's a pain in the butt to open them up. And I got a new brush. This is an Army Painter detail brush. And we'll see how it fares. I'm using a new tray for my wet palette. And I put a lot more water in there than last time, because apparently you're not just supposed to damp the whatever you have as the sponge or cloth material, you're also supposed to just fill it with water and drain out any excess. And I didn't know that. It looks a little too... It doesn't look gold enough, honestly, but that may be because it's not dry. If that's the case, I am just going to paint over it when it dries. So let's start with the shoulder pads. The pauldrons, I suppose. Make sure I get this on camera. I'm gonna see if I can pull the... Yep, there we go. Okay. Now that that's out of the way. I may go over these again with Macragge blue if I need to. which, at risk of jinxing myself, so far so good. Oh, yep, I just got a little speck right there. Yep, jinxed myself. Yep, another one right there. Yep, let's just see if I can get in there real quickly. Nope, it's on there. Damn. Well, boo-hoo, that just means more painting later. Trying to get those good habits in that I've seen people do. Put the elbows at the fuck, I'm still fucking up. Put your elbows or forearms on the edge of the table. Connect your two hands so you can lessen the shakies. And then, if I get this done at a decent amount of time, I may try to do a wash to get all the shadow detail in the recesses, as well as maybe dry brushing, but I don't think I need to do that. Maybe just recess highlight, or not recess highlighting, edge highlighting. Not bad for the crest, right? Alright, now for the gun barrel. I'm going to use the slightly larger brush, the brush that the kit came with for the barrel. Put a little bit more water in there to see if I can get the paint down in the holes. Might need another coat on the barrel. The black is really showing through. There's a little nub on them, gold as well. Can't really tell. I think just the top nub. I think it's just the top nub that's still gold. Alright, I think that's good. Not too shabby. Got some little spots of gold on those parts of the pauldrons, but that's easily fixable, I believe. Just gonna go straight to this barrel of this one's gun. Since I already have the brush in hand. This one's covering a little better. Be smarter for me to do. Just do one part of the details on all of them first. So like the shoulder pads and the crest. Oh, I forgot to put the backpack back on this one. Back. That way I don't have to switch brushes all the time. I think next time I do one of these, I'm going to take the backpack off initially and just paint the jump pack as well as the back of the and the in between here, because as you can see, I got some gray right there. But that's fine. It's not shown much, so it's not like it's a big deal. A little water droplet right there. Crap. How'd that happen? I didn't even see that happen. Tyler Scotty, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Oh well, putting a unit together. Nice. This is my very first just fire team, I guess. It's the introductory set that has the 5 Ultramarines and like 9 tyranids. So I started last week. So forgive me for any mistakes and obvious errors that will be obvious to you, but I'll be oblivious to. I started after Christmas. I'm just like, how have you progressed so far? I've been hearing like people like it doesn't take long to really get into some good habits and start like really getting into some good detail. A lot. You get better with each one. Not you. Good. That's what I'm hoping. I've got these, and I've got one other model I've had for a while, but I got it before I really I'm getting the pauldrons. Damn it. Before I really got into this. Like I got like a year and a half ago. And it's not acrylic, it's these guys, enamel paint. I I don't like them compared to acrylic. Best thing to do is temper your expectations and follow the 3-foot rule. What's the 3-foot rule? That one I haven't heard yet. They only have to look good for 3 feet away. Fair enough. I'm sure, especially with the miniatures like this, where they play them in the game, which I'm hoping to learn after I'm done painting them. That includes the tyranids as well. This one's really tough compared to the other one. The gun's in the way. But I'll get what I can. If you go in expecting them to look like the ones you see on YouTube, you'll be disappointed. You just gotta do what you can and be proud of it. That's what I do. Yep. I'm not expecting to paint Mozart right away. And yes, I know that doesn't make sense, but I'm saying it anyway. I figured that I was telling this to another streamer that I was watching earlier in the day. I figured I could do the miniatures first, because you don't really need too much detail on them, since they're so small that the detail is just what you can put on them, and people play them for the game anyway. And once I get better, form those good habits, and start being more confident in myself, then I'll start moving on to something bigger. And as long as I'm pleased with myself, with the work I've done, that'll make me happy. So I'm going under his arm. I always wait until I'm done painting and glue the arms on after I'm done painting. I said the same thing twice in that sentence. No worries. That's what I was wondering. Like, I've seen videos of people just painting them all like this, like just all assembled, and then I see other ones where they assemble them and then take the clippers and just lop off the head, put it on a screw, like glue it onto a screw, and paint it like that. And that makes a lot more sense. It just seems like a pain in the ass to put it back together, but I'm sure it's not as much of a pain in the ass as what I'm doing now. I can barely see what I'm doing. I put them together about 80% of the way and start painting. I leave the head and arms and gun separate and glue those on after. Gotcha. Yeah, because like some of the things like the head, you need to assemble like at least for this one, you put the head into the back, and then put the chest piece over that. So you can't really like just pull it out. I guess you gotta clip it out, which seems like a pain in the butt anyway, since the little neck guard is right there. So you got to do it way in advance. But that one's finished for now. Let's put his jetpack back on, or his jump pack rather. No, this isn't a jump pack. These are just are these jump packs? I think they're just backpacks. I'm also new to the Warhammer universe. And I'm doing a lot of lore dives into that with YouTube videos as well. Reactor pack. Gotcha. The push fit ones I'm doing now, I just clip the thingy off and just glue the head on. Yeah, that's what I've seen people do. That makes sense. When I got this and I assembled the Space Marines, I couldn't I really wanted to start trying to paint them. The issue was I didn't have any primer, so these are not primed. These don't have any primer paint on them. So I'm expecting later down the line they'll start shipping and stuff, which is fine. That just means more painting later. But like I knew in advance that that was going to be a mistake, and I wanted to just really wanted to paint them, and I wanted to stream painting them. So I'm like, yes, I know I didn't prime them. To the people that were commenting on the stream at that point. I'm doing a simple kit bash right now. The Infernus I'm doing has a flamer off the side so it can have a pistol or like reading the wrist computer. But what I'm doing is giving him a bolter in his hand with the flamer hanging off to the side. So kind of like the sergeant I have here. He's got the rifle. Is the Infernus rifle? I'm thinking that's what you're meaning. Or what this is called. Yeah, just like that. Yeah. Yeah, so bolter pistol, Infernus rifle, and sword. I started. My wife is like being very good about supporting me with this. To her, it's better than just playing video games. Which she doesn't balk at that much when it comes to playing video games, but she got really excited because she's into some crafting things as well. Not so much painting, but in other kinds of things. And so she got real happy that I got started into this. But I was looking at what I was doing was looking on eBay today to see if I could find any used miniatures, and she's just gave me the look and was just like, you only have like so much money in your personal account right now. Like, I know, but I really want another one. I haven't even finished these ones. I already want more. Hope these are on camera. I'm trying to get my best to get on camera, but second time I'm streaming this stuff, so still new. I'm new to this all around. I'm taking bolter and arms from the intercessor box and having him have a bolter in his hands. Okay, that's also what I'm hoping for in the future, and is to just have a boatload of spare parts to really make the army diverse, like the army that I create diverse with their stances and their weaponry and stuff like that. Oop. Almost fumbled. If you get the intercessor box, you have a shit ton of extra pieces, I'm assuming you said. That's good. How much does that cost, though? I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it doesn't cost a few bucks. It's 10 Marines and like 51 on Amazon. Yeah, I can't afford that right now. I was just able to afford these and the few supplies you see in on stream right now. Because like the reason I started getting into this is because I found a local comic book store, and they do like all the stuff that you'd expect. They have not only the comic books, but they have the trading card games, tabletops, all that stuff. And I was looking for some kind of hobby to do. And I was thinking about doing Magic the Gathering, but that game, the last time I played Magic the Gathering was like 20 years ago. And I looked up the starter decks and all that stuff. I looked up the cards they have on display. And that game got very confusing since the last time I played it. So I wanted to try it, but I just can't understand it anymore. So what I did was I still had all like most of the cards that I had 20 years ago. And so I just brought them all there. And with not only the store buying it, but a few people like buying all the cards that were worth at least over $1, and a few people buying some for themselves for their own decks and collections. I made just about $100. So I used that to fund this new hobby of mine. Do what you got, but I'm just saying, if you want value for the next one, the intercessors will leave you a ton of extra stuff for future stuff like after that. Gotcha. I will, once I'm done with this pauldron, I'll put that on my computer. I'll write it down somewhere. I'll just pull it up on Amazon so I have the picture and stuff like that. And then see if I can find it on the cheap on eBay. Give me a minute. My computer's in the room, but it's not the desk. Not this desk, at least. So I'll just be on the other side of the room. There's two versions. There's two versions. Hold on. there's Primaris intercessors and jump pack intercessors. So that's a decision to make. Oh, wrong one. A drop of plastic glue gun on the crest. Oh no. Messed up. Oh no. Try to make into battle damage. Try to make into some battle damage. That's what I was thinking of doing. One of these. No, it wasn't this one. I accidentally broke off the arm of one of them. And glued it back on, and it looks like the pauldron is kind of cracked in one area, or I can at least like make it look like it's cracked. So if I can get good enough to learn how to do that, that's how I was gonna explain that one off. Damn it. Oops. Didn't mean to hit the camera there. Or the phone, rather. Hey.
Hey.
What's up?
I wanted to tell you something funny. So.
Do I need to mute this at all, or are you good?
No.
Okay.
Just got done going to the restroom. Walked back out into our room.
Was he there?
It's passed out in our bed.
Oh, Jesus.
And I don't have the heart to move him. I'm sorry, but I don't. You can move him when you come in.
That's fine. I'll probably just leave him there. Is he in the bed or in his...
No, he's in our bed.
He's in our bed? Great.
So, he'll need to be moved at some point.
Yeah. She's talking about her 4-year-old son, by the way.
Glad you're having fun.
Mm-hmm. Like it so far?
Oh, wow.
This one's, well, these two are fully complete when it comes to the gold part.
I'm so happy for you. It's a teeny tiny little brush, huh?
Yes, that's why I got it for these specific parts.
I like it.
Oh, I accidentally got gold on the gun.
Just paint over it black.
Yeah. I got some on here. I think I got gold on all the pauldrons in some way or another.
Well, I'm just glad you're enjoying.
I am.
I love you.
Love you too.
Enjoy your arts and crafts time.
Mm-hmm. One of those two front boxes are my next set. I got suggested it by Tyler Scotty here.
Hi, Tyler Scotty.
He says it's good value because you get a lot of extras with it.
Well, one day, right?
Yeah. Can you switch it back to the stream, by the way, so I can make sure the stream's all good?
Yeah, what's this?
That's for that. You can throw that in the box.
I'm looking forward.
Oh, if you want to see Dinjarin, this is what I'm. Oh, gee, it's still not even dry. I think.
Well, they take a while. Don't touch him. Oh, yeah, he's still wet. Stick your finger.
Yeah, I know.
It'll be cool when it's done. But I see what you mean about the paint.
Yeah.
Well, you'll just have to do some more research and see.
It
what's
might be
recommended.
it might be the kind of primer. This kind of primer might not work with enamel paint.
Oh yeah.
Which I'm happy I started with the man.
stuff.
Yeah, because you're not gonna see him much.
No, he will be in the ship.
That's precisely the reason why I started with him.
That makes a lot of sense. I love you. Enjoy. I'm going to bed.
Okay, good night.
Good night. Well, I'm gonna go read. The book is getting really good. The main character's like legit dying.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he's like been poisoned and he's like legitimately dying.
That's no fun.
Yeah, super fun.
Come on, get the fuck off. This one's tough. It might not come off without me breaking something. I think it's got to stay on there. Let's try wiggling it. Oh, wait, I got some give. There we go. All right. Primer, yep. I don't know a thing about enamel paints. I've only been looking up stuff for acrylics. And when I've started having trouble, I got the what's it called? I got the Razor Crest from The Mandalorian as a model. That's the model I was talking about earlier that I got like a year and a half ago and haven't touched yet. And its recommendations for paint is enamel paint. I don't know why. At least at this point, I don't know why. Back when I got it, I didn't think anything of it. So I primed the little Mandalorian because I knew that if I was going to make a mistake, I'd want it to be on something that's not going to show very much. And mostly his lower body is what I painted, but this is him so far. There we go, it focused. That's after, I guess, 2 coats, but he wasn't. It's still not dry. It's sticky. So there's something about enamel paints that just isn't working well with the primer. So if I can't figure it out, maybe I'll try to switch to acrylic. Find out what the best colors are for that, because it's only got the guides for what enamel paint to use. The only thing is, that means I just wasted a bunch of money on enamel paints. Bro, my cat is going crazy. What's going on? I hope it's not in heat. Is there a different gender cat outside trying to make the moves? She's like yapping and jumping all over the recliner, making it rock, and now she's zipping around in circles around the room. How old is she? How old is that cat? About a year and a half. Yeah, she's still young. I had a cat. What was it? It's 2025. About 7. Jeez, it's been that long. 7 years ago. Had him before that, but like we had to give him up 7 years ago because we lived in California at the time, and we were making a cross country move. And we were road tripping it, and we had 2 cats, but I only liked the one. And we knew he wouldn't do good on the road trip over, so we gave him to an old roommate. I think he's doing fine, if he's still alive at this point, because if he is, he's an old cat now. But we got him when he was just out of his kitten years. And the funny thing is, we're doing events at the library and stuff, and one of them was a pet adoption thing. Dogs were all gone. Like the dogs were gone in the first half hour, and we were there at that time when they were all gone. We brought our 4-year-old. We weren't going to adopt anything, but we brought our 4-year-old to have fun with the little dogs and cats. Dogs were gone, but there were still 3 black cats that were siblings in the other meeting room, and he fell in love. That was the previous cat that I had. He was a black cat, and so I love black cats. So I was like, I really want them, but we can't spin it right now. We already have our dog. She's getting on in years, and she's a little handicapped dog. So it's unfortunate to say, but if we want to get another pet at some point, we gotta wait for her to move on with her life. But we're not in a rush for that. Little panther cub. I'm just going to get the hilt and the pommel now with this, because it says to paint the sword itself, the blade, gold as well. But I don't really like that. So later on, I'm going to try to mix the Wraithbone and Abaddon black to make a kind of gray. And see how that looks. This is really tricky. These pieces are 1000% not meant to go together. That's the view of it. Do whatever you want. Yep. I want to make sure it works. So I'm not going to guarantee I can get that metal gray with the limited amount of paints I have, but I'm going to try my damnedest. I should close this before it dries out. Is there anything else with him besides the gun? Nope. Alright, moving on to the Infernus rifles. All my bolters have wood grain furniture. Yeah, I'm sure somebody can make some kind of gun with wood. I've seen shorts of people making bamboo crossbows with nothing but the bamboo and a rubber band. I'm putting a glue on our body that's supposed to have push fit parts, and there's a massive hole I'm trying to work around gluing an arm on. That does seem like a pain in the butt. Like I'm sure you can't see it either. You kind of have to guess how it's got to fit, I bet. That's what I had to do with the broken arm thing. Like it, for some reason, it just didn't fit even when it wasn't broken. And what I did was I just took the clippers and clipped off some excess plastic, and it worked well enough. You could still kind of see the seam, which is why I want to make it kind of battle damaged. But unless you're looking for it, you won't notice it. Oh, gotta put his pack back on. What is it called again? I gotta look back up to see what you called it. Reactor pack. Plastic glue doesn't dry nearly as fast as super glue because it's literally melting the plastic. That's what I've heard, yeah. It's a different kind of reaction. I'm sure my wife could science the shit out of that. because she was biology major, chemistry minor. And every time we watch something that has some kind of chemical thing in it that doesn't make sense to her, she's always calling it out. That's why you have to be careful with it. It'll ruin detail if it gets where you don't want it. Yeah, that's what happened to my chest crest. Luckily, it was just a little in that, and it isn't that noticeable. Good, good. Yeah, if you gotta make a mistake, make it as small as possible. How long have you been into 40K? I've been into it for a while. Just now started doing models. I have I've known about it. I've played some games with it, but I've only been getting into the lore and stuff recently. My first introduction, besides just knowing about it, was like not long after I got to my only duty station in the military. It was also my first introduction to just tabletop RPGs as well. A friend invited me to play Warhammer 40K TTRPG, the D&D version, kind of the D&D like game of it. And that was my very first introduction to Warhammer. And I still didn't really get into it that much, but I was more interested in just like playing the game, playing like those kinds of games, rather than just Warhammer itself. What really got me into it was, I guess, just the Space Marines 2 game. Like I just started before the game even came out. I just started learning up on the lore about it. And I kind of been in and out of it in a way. I have the Eisenhorn omnibus on my Kindle, so I've been reading that. Haven't finished the first book yet, but I'm getting there. And just been like watching some lore videos. I still have yet to choose my favorite army. Hell yeah, me and my friend played all the way through Space Marine 2 together. Before that, I played Necromunda Hired Gun. I've never heard of that one, but I will look into it. Yeah, I know there's a lot of Warhammer games out there. Oh shit, I never did the crest on this guy. Should probably do that. I beat the main campaign for Space Marine 2. I think I beat the multiplayer one like that as well. If not, I did get most of the way through it. And I'm actually reinstalling it now to see what, because I know there's been stuff that's been added since last time I played. Imagine like a kind of jank, lower budget Doom Eternal, but in a 40K Hive City. But it's pretty awesome. Yeah. I was thinking about getting that bolt gun game where it's like old version Doom and Castlevania. Not Castlevania. That's the wrong one. Wolfenstein. That one. But like more modernized. If I had the money, I'd get as much as I could, but I have to budget myself and get what interests me most. You played Bolt Gun? It's good to know that's fun then. Yeah, I think Space Marine 2 did really well for the Warhammer series. I know it probably brought in a lot of people into that the Warhammer universe. Alright, that's it for the Balthazar Gold. Next is the Seals, I believe. And the Sergeant's Face. I'm using the book, by the way, to guide me. Yep, Seals. Nagaroth Knight. Those are going to be the wax parts of it. Which doesn't make sense to me. I thought the wax parts of the seals were red. Because that's all I see. Probably won't be able to see too much of this. Well, except for what's on the Infernus rifle. No, even then, I can barely see it. which is another reason why it should be red. Why don't they give red, some kind of red in this kit? This guy only have one seal. Looks like he only has one seal, the poor guy. That's fine. I'm going back over it with McCrag blue anyway. I think all these guys only have one seal, probably except for the sergeant. This is coming together when I glue the shoulder pads on. It'll cover up all the junk. Good, good. Always love it when a plan comes together. Forgot to get the black on the undersuit and the thighs. But they're barely showing anyway. Oh, this one has two. Lucky him. Missed some belt equipment with him. I'll go back over some jank later. He just has one. All right. Alright, and then we got the Wraithbone. It's actually staying on there pretty nice. I thought I would have to go over the Wraithbone with two coats. One was on darker colors like blue and black. I think I do need to thin it up a bit more though. Always also try to make sure you don't have plastic glue on your fingers too. So many times I've left fingerprints behind. That doesn't sound like fun. That's fine. I think I already burned some fingerprints away in other issues. Alright. Painting his face completely bone white. I don't like it, but I got no choice. It actually looks not as bad as I thought it would be. And then if I get that gray going together, I can paint his respirator a little better as well. Okay, he is, as far as the guide is concerned, he's done, but he's not done for me. After I'm done with this, after I fill in the parts that were accidentally painted, I'm going to try to do a wash on at least the Infernus barrels. And hope that that goes well. And then if that does go well, then I'll do some edge highlighting. Damn it. That's fine. It's fine. May need to put a second coat on these seals. Very happy that turned out nice. I don't know if you can do this, but there's a link down below to my stream Discord channel. I don't remember if I allowed pictures for people that just hop in or not. But you can try if you want to. I'd like to see it, if I'm gonna be honest. But that's if you want to. You don't have to. You have okay. I'll try to fix that, and after I'm done here, and I'll let you know on the Discord when it's available. But thank you for trying. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'll check that out. Just finished the seals. I'm going to look over them real quick to make sure they're good. Not so bad. I may have to do another coat on them. White on top of a dark base. Yeah, I'm going to have to go over all of them again. Even this guy's face. Alright, I'll just check it out. I like that. This guy's armed up. Looks like he's about to dual wield some weaponry there. He's ready to go. That's the one that you accidentally that the arm wasn't attaching very easily. Looks good. Like I don't even notice it that there was an issue or anything. That's fine. Oh, this one, that's the one that had 2. That's much better. Sometimes you just gotta paint it twice. I got a question for you. Have you seen the the Amazon show that has the like each episode is like a different kind of story in a video game? I forgot what it was called, but one of them is has Warhammer in it with Titus. Dude, that episode is freaking nuts. They made the Space Marines look so badass. I guess I can show you. I finished all my Marines from this box, and this is all the stuff I still have. Oh, I can see it from here. Give me 1 second. I need to scroll up. Again, the computer is not where I'm at right now. I'm streaming off my phone. So I can't bring Discord up on there right now. Let me just finish this dude's face. Take his backpack off again. I'm just going to be calling it a backpack no matter what. I may put a channel on my Discord server that's just like miniatures. that's done. We've done a ton of Discords lately for painting streamers, and they all have a channel like that. Well, I'm very new to this, so I don't have that channel yet. But it will be there probably after the stream is over. Alright, let's check this out. Oh boy. It's going to be a lot of work. Okay, I think I'm going to paint the eyes black. Try to get that gray going for this guy for his sword and his respirator. And hope that it works. And then I'll do some touch-ups. Get a little thin. Be real careful about this. There we go. That's actually not bad. I think I'm going to hold it like this for a second because it is pretty thin right now. I think it's just short of a wash. Get to the back here. There we go. So if I put him down like that, that may work. Not too shabby, thank you. Yeah, it's these tiny details that are gonna make or break me. Alright, second one done. Just hope they don't run. Hell yeah. That one's a little shoddy, but not much I can do about it now. Still served its purpose. And the other one's with Sergeant, so we need to worry about him. But let's get that gray going if I can. That's pretty grayish. What I usually do is I'll use a wet brush with paint on it and dab the eye and drop like a little paint water drop into the eye. That seems like it's plausible. Works for me because of my shaky hands. Yeah, they're not shaky now, but when I start getting into the nitty gritty stuff, like, yeah, my hands start to shake a bit. I'm doing like I said, I'm trying to form good habits, and I know that to reduce the shaky hand, you gotta put your elbows or forearms on the table and put your hands together to steady it, and that's supposed to help with reducing the shaky hands. I missed part of the scabbard to make gold. This will need 2 coats. There we go. Has a flesh head. Do you mean by flesh head? Do you mean just no helmet, or just that the flesh looks weird because it's all white? Looks like a freaking skull. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm working with what I got, and they did not give me a flesh tone or anything that can help me make a flesh tone. Pull off his backpack again. Before I saw it in my head, I was thinking red helmet. I think I have extra helmets that came with the kit. I was actually thinking about doing that, changing his head out for a helmeted head. But I need to figure out how to do faces at some point. So might as well start with the basics, you know? I mean, all helmets. Well, you see, so my character in the Warhammer TTRPG was a space wolf. It was made for me since it was my first foray into both Warhammer and tabletop, and it works for me. Like I like space wolves, and so at some point I do want a space wolf army. And I know that they like to fight without helmets. So, if I want this army, I need to learn how to do that. A box of Eliminator snipers, and they have goggles and hoods. Nope, helmets for the other box. It's not an option in your army, huh? Everybody must wear a helmet. Alright, I think that's adequate. The sword, I think, looks better than just having the sword gold. I don't like gold swords in anything. Gold is a very malleable material, if malleable is the right word. I'd get it if it was like gold plated, but that's still going to serve no purpose. That's just going to chip off. I gotta put gold on this part of the scabbard real quick. Alright, done with that. Let's see how those eyes turned out. Pretty good, I think. It's hard to see. I'm trying to get it focused on the phone, but it's just, there we go. That one's pretty good. The eyes turned out better than I thought they would. I thought I'd screw it up and make blotches. but I am pleasantly surprised. Alright, I am going to go through and put McCrag Blue on all the fuck-ups. Starting with the Sergeant so I can stop taking his backpack off. And might as well get what I couldn't get with his backpack on. This is the one that got broke. I put a little bit too much plastic glue on it, so some of it seeped out on top. Once it dried, I tried to file it down. File down the glue. Obviously, the texture is still showing from that. So, if I can swing it, once I figure out how to do it, I may try to make that battle damage. Oh, I forgot the gold on here, on the thingies, the skulls. God damn it. That's fine, that shouldn't take too long. This was actually fine. Alright, let's go ahead and put gold on the canisters. This one's got the seal in the way, but I think I see a little bit of bone sticking out. I'm just gonna quickly grip that little nub. And another canister. Alright, I think it's time to try for the wash. Don't know how this is going to go. I know the idea of a wash. But we'll see if I can actually do a wash. That might work. Let's try it with one that's not touching the barrel that much, which is none of them. Might have put too much water in it. Oh wait, no. I'm getting some black in there. Guess I just gotta wait till this dries to see how it is. But I think that went better than I thought it would. Ugh. Two down. Shit, fell off the thing. we down? Need more black. Nope. Should I do it to his head? Not after that, no. May have went overboard with this one. Oops, maybe I should just put it back on him. Alrighty, that's it for the wet paint. Let's see how the first one turned out. Looks good. All the crevices are filled in. Well, not filled in, but they got darker, and that's what we're looking for. It's got a little bit of a texture to it, I suppose. Is that the right word I'm looking for? I don't know. Some of them are just a little darker than others because I think I didn't put enough water in the... I think I put too much water in the second batch. But we're going to do some edge highlighting now. And I am going to take a quick break so I can use the bathroom before starting out with that one. So be right back. Okay, so next is edge highlighting. I've only seen people do it just white. But I think it needs to have some color in it. Like, that's my opinion about it. So I'm going to do a tiny bit of Macragge blue with a whole lot of white. Wraithbone white. Just gave me a color like that. It's a little bit too wet, unfortunately, but we'll try it out. How do I start this? I guess these raised sections of the knees. Saved it. There's not really much edge highlight on this guy. Maybe I won't do the edge highlighting so much. Doesn't look that good. I think I'll just stick with what I have right now. That means I gotta go back over what I made on this guy, and probably have to do wet paint again. Yeah, I think I'll keep them like this. I think the edge highlighting is for bigger models. But that's just my amateur opinion. Get these guys set up. For the short I'm gonna make after once I download the stream. But here's a little close up. I think they turned out pretty well for my first time, actually. But I think that's all I'm going to do for tonight. What time is it? 9:30. That was a pretty average length stream for me. Next time for painting, we're going to start on the tyranids. Tyranids are helldivers. Tyranids. I've already got them all primed and ready to go. And to make sure I had the right primer. I don't know if there's a wrong kind of primer. I guess there may be for the enamel paint that I have, but I tested it out with some bone white on the black primer that I got. but Wraithbone rather, and it took a few coats because it's white on black, but it seemed like it worked pretty well. So that's what we're gonna do next time for the painting stream. Tomorrow will either be Vintage Story or Rogue Trader. So that's what we got looking forward to next. But for now, if anybody's watching, if you like what you saw, hit the follow button. If you really enjoy, hit the subscribe or donate button. Any donations will go towards helping improve stream quality, purchase any games that you might want to see me play on stream, getting better equipment for the painting stream, as well as miniatures as well. Said that twice. And it'll help go a long way with feeding this hobby that I am now addicted to. After this one, as far as acrylic paints, I've got nothing else, and I really want to get something else soon. If anybody would like to help me out with that, I would greatly appreciate it. But if you can't, don't worry about it. I'm just glad that you're here. But thank you everybody so much for watching. I'll see you all next time.